We're just going to capture the content and then put it later.
Yeah.
We got the green light.
For what? For what?
I'm officially an author, my friend. Let's go. One of the biggest publishers giving us the green light. Good news. Share it as quickly as possible. Green light, bro. Green light. Oh man, I gotta go tell Sandro.
That's huge.
You can capture this, but we'll save it in a file.
Yeah, we'll put it up later. We would never interrupt if it wasn't important.
Read it out, read it out.
Hello team, I'm just out of a meeting and I'm thrilled to share Wiley would love to publish Retire Filthy Rich. I wanted to share this good news as quickly as possible. Wow!
It's the same guy.
Let's go.
Same guys that
done.
did Barefoot Investor.
Let's go.
Hard work pays off.
Alright guys, welcome to the next episode of the vlog. In this one, I think there's a couple of really cool, exciting things happening, as always, obviously. But the main one here is the book. I'm going to finally reveal one of the biggest things that we've been working on for the better part of the last 12 to 18 months now. And it's just really exciting to have, it come to life. So I want to share with you guys what that looks like, the journey of how we got announced 3 months ago to sign with a publisher. And then, of course, go through with what the team is working on. We're in the last couple of weeks of the year now. So it's really about, not just finishing off the year on a high to celebrate, but also having the team, really reflect on the learnings, even for myself as a leader to reflect on what's worked, what hasn't worked, and so how we find ourselves here. So I hope you guys enjoy the vlog. And again, as you go through and you enjoy it, we get more energy as you press like. So believe it or not, it happens in real time. So press the like button if you are enjoying this sort of content, and let's jump straight into it. A couple of updates before we go into numbers. We only have 3 and a bit weeks left till the end of the year. And I say 3 and a bit because on the 19th and 20th, as we know, is going to be Christmas feels. So I don't think there's going to be much happening, but we'll try our best. And so it's a really exciting time. We have had a new person join since last week.
Yeah. Hello everyone.
Ewan, would you like to introduce yourself to the team and how you found your way into Search Property?
Sure. So my name's Ewan. I've been working mainly in design, so I've been working myself, and I'm friends with Peter. Me and him, we went to primary school together, so we've been mates for a while, and he sort of randomly said, this is a company I'm working at, need some design work, and I was like, oh, could be cool. And then the next week I was here, so yeah, that pretty much sums that up.
I love
Peter
it.
refers to him as the Steve of design. Do you want to tell everyone the story about how you guys met, Peter and yourself? That was a pretty funny story.
Yeah, so in year 5, we were sitting in the Napland together, and it was just random assigned seating.
Love at first sight.
Yeah. So I was sitting across from him, and we've been always in the same primary school, so I knew who he was, but we'd never really been close. Anyway, we get to the last question, he's looking at me, he's like, I don't know the answer. And the teacher's walking around, so I'm like, oh, look on the table, so he knocks his pen off. And he looks up on the table, giving me the answer. And then he puts it in, and then, after that, it was lunch or something, so he was like, bro, come hang out with his friends, and then,
That is a good story. I love it. I've seen some of Ewan's work, and it is phenomenal. The speed is amazing, so I'm glad that you're here. And I think you're here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Is this your last week?
Yes. So I think, I'm not sure technically because I started on Wednesday, but
Anyways, we'll chat about that. I'll keep you here for a long time.
Close on Sunday. You make calls on the boat.
Oh yeah.
That's how he does it. He gets a video call going. He's like, this could be you. If you sign.
He's walking along with the Birkenstocks. How I built my multi-million-dollar.
That video will come out shortly.
Nice. Looking forward to it. The final week of the year is probably the quietest. Whereas when we have the next 3 weeks, it's probably the time to get the best deals. So you'll see a lot of agents probably start switching off, but vendors just want to get their deal across. So this is the time where we just need to be really sharp, really move with speed, and let clients know as well that if they're sitting there pre-approved, if we don't have a deal, if we don't have a busy day with deals, talk to your clients and just be like, hey, just by the way, this is the best time to get a deal because people are letting their guard down. So if we want to secure something, we need to be fast I know that everyone else is probably on Christmas and like, you know, the vibes are there. But for you, if you want the right deal, this is the time. Any prep stuff for Christmas coming up? Couple of weeks now?
Yeah, a couple of
Silly
weeks.
season?
Time's flying. Honestly, it's crazy. But yeah, all sweet for the boat. I'll provide you guys more details closer to date.
Dave knows the details. He was the one who curated it. It was all him.
So where did this idea come from, Dave? And how many views is it on?
It's a trend on TikTok. I researched it and it's on 1.6 million views. And this is on 50K now.
Wow. We also have been interviewing, so if you have seen random people popping in, that's because we're interviewing for a few people to join Shannon's team. So we've been successful.
Yeah, we've got one starting on Wednesday, Kerry,
Mm-hmm.
and then next week, next Wednesday we have Lily.
Perfect. So that's exciting. That's it. Cool. Let's do it.
Hi,
Hi, it's Steph calling from Search Property. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
That's good. I'm very well, thank you. How's your day been?
Busy.
Busy? Busy with work?
Yeah, we have this. I'm an e-commerce software service.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Black Friday, right?
Yes.
So,
I remember you saying last time I spoke to you. Yeah, it's been pretty hectic.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, Black Friday's this Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, this Friday.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So that's going to be mayhem on Friday. Do you want me to just tap on the very high level information?
Yeah, just if you can give me, that would help. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So this particular property, we have secured it for $465,000, giving us a minimum rental appraisal of $450 per week. The actual rental appraisal came back between $450 to $470, which is a 5.05% to 5.27% yield. The property is not currently tenanted, so you will be able to source your own tenant. Now, the good thing about this particular area is that the vacancy rate is extremely low. It's got a 0.6% vacancy rate, which essentially anything below the 1.5% mark is generally a rental crisis. Once it comes time to source a tenant, you should find that you'll be able to find one quite quickly because there's very little stock on the market. What's actually going on within the region? The government is spending a lot of money on hospital upgrades. There's about $100 million spent on a freight hub as well. There's just under $800 million on a rail upgrade to improve transportation. Besides the government infrastructure, the economy is running on a self-sufficient, but it's not relying on the capital city or a single industry either in that fact. So that's I guess another reason why we're purchasing there. The third reason would be the affordability as well. We have a metric where we like to say that 30% of the median rent, if the median rent is 30% or less than the average income, then generally the region is quite affordable and it can sustain the rental increases, which is what we're looking for because, you know, as the years go on, there will be rental increases for the property. But they're the main reasons why we are purchasing.
Obviously, I'm going to rely on most of your data, what you presented.
Yes.
I just want to make sure that all the signals are right,
Yes,
in that sense, that it's been the area that you've been sourcing, so you know in and out of this.
Definitely.
That was leading up to that question.
Yeah, of course. No, I completely understand, Jay. And the thing as well, to give you a bit more extra reassurance, before we purchase within a particular area, we do preliminary research. So there's over 30 or so metrics that we use to determine whether an area is viable or not. And we will do that beforehand before we even start looking within that area. The longer we leave it, the chance we have to miss out on the property, which essentially this is a great deal. So I wouldn't want you to miss out on it. I understand, you do need some time because you've been busy at work to review the information and reports.
Yeah.
But
I need to send it to my wife too, which I did already.
Oh, okay.
So she's going to check it out. And while we meet at home after work, we're going to discuss. And that should pretty much give us, if she likes it and we like it.
Okay, excellent. Well, how about you give me a call at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning? Would that be okay?
Yeah, that would be good. I'll put a reminder. If not, just give me a call at 9:10.
Yes.
But I'll definitely give you a call at 9.
Excellent. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
No worries at all. No problem at all. You have a good evening, okay? We'll talk tomorrow morning.
You too. See you.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Thoughts?
It kind of looks like soup. Soup. Mine didn't really turn out. Just because I used oat milk and it didn't really froth.
Who's the culprit?
Not me. The culprit for what?
For the soupy coffee.
Well, that was self-inflicted.
I think it's the milk.
It's the milk.
That was self-inflicted because you only drink oat milk. Okay, cheers.
Because oat milk's better.
Cheers.
Yeah, actually mine's good.
No,
At least it's
I
fake.
don't want any more of it, yeah.
Why? What don't you like about it?
It's literally cold.
Oh, mine's hot.
Anyway, final review.
According to Luca.
This tastes exactly like pods.
We're going downstairs.
Wait, I really want to get Luca
I've had enough of that.
in this conversation right now.
Yeah,
Do you want a video of
What's going on with the coffee?
I used hot water.
No way.
But you don't actually have to use hot water. You know that, right? See? It just speeds up the process.
But it's better to do hot
It
water,
makes
right?
it go quicker.
It's like the difference between, you know, a mediocre buyer's agency or a search property. You know, what do you want to be? Do you want to be search property or do you want to be mediocre?
But it doesn't change the taste of the coffee.
Slightly, it does. It's the 1%ers that matter. The 1%ers. You know?
They don't like it. Ian and Elise.
I think it was the combo of the long life milk as well. It just didn't really add to it. It was frothy.
Yeah.
And it was just lukewarm.
It just, yeah, it wasn't. That's right, it's pretty hot. I'm alright, never having that again.
Are you making one now?
Yeah, I'll make one now. Man, these guys, thanks for defending me, mate.
No,
Appreciate
honestly,
it.
because I've been on that, like,
It's the good stuff. You know, when you can't afford
It's
it.
the best stuff.
Steph likes it
I
too.
love it. Because this is what I drink every day. I'll sign a petition for that.
What do you mean?
If we could have had
Shots
a
fired.
proper, like a rebel coffee machine.
Shots
We got
fired.
that rubbish.
Well, like a DeLonghi one, you know.
Slander. That's
What?
not.
I can't breathe right now. I think I'm having a panic attack. What's far out?
Slander.
I've never been so offended. You signed that petition, by the way.
I know.
Your name is on it. That's a signature.
Ian, you know, your lack of saying things is probably even worse than saying something.
The things that you're not saying says everything, you know?
Yeah, it's me.
I was on the last episode.
Well, you're in another one.
Oh, look at this. You camera woman. Camera looks
We're
good
here
on
in
you.
the kitchen.
Thank you.
Suits you.
It actually makes
I
it
don't even know if this is
unmissable.
recording, to be
like-
honest.
It is, it is.
You get the film and it's like all like...
Well, we're gonna make coffee how you should. Boiling water to start. I think he should.
It's all about the love.
Two enough for two.
Yeah. I'll fill it up.
Can't wait.
So you want to kind of separate it. Whisk it like you're whisking your scrambled eggs. Wok styles. Make it nice and fluffy. Now it just falls in there. Look at that, it's beautiful. It's like heaven touched a bean and gave us coffee.
People will watch this stuff.
I don't know.
People
know.
will watch you do this.
Yeah, at least with the remarks.
You should do more commentary, Joe, in your videos.
I should.
Yeah,
Like a voiceover recording.
I think you should, yeah.
Voice
Personally,
exercise.
would like a petition for more Office themes. Do you know
Office
how the
themes?
Office, like the TV show The Office, and they
Yeah.
just like zoom in? Well, on the route, in like...
Are you zooming in right now? Oh look, this is the only good angle I got. See, I'm just a one-liner guy. That's basically all I do in this business. He gives the actual content and the information.
You're the coffee guy. What do you think?
We need to do another one. We need to do a pasta series or something.
We do.
Or a panini series.
Anything else that we've got going on this week? We've got new joiners. Hopefully Serena will be back on Wednesday as well. I'm not actually sure when anyone's going to sit.
Everything else should be good.
Okay.
Today, I might shoot content with you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna shoot a lot
Amazing.
of, like a few content together. I'm just gonna find another person to help us shoot.
Okay,
Probably.
perfect. Also, because I'm like, well, first of all, the Christmas as well, when they're talking about Bad Santa. So Bad Santa that we're doing, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's from The Office.
Oh, really?
The show.
Ah.
Pretty much as a whole episode, he gets an iPod. It's all very like, anyway, like, 'cause obviously Ravi and Deeps and like loads of them like love The Office. So I think also if we could do any sound like voiceovers or anything like that, you find.
Best answer.
I want to like really get Ravi's personality through as well, because I think Deeps is doing so well, and Ravi's got the educational stuff, but I think there's like his actual personality is very entertaining as well. I think we need to draw that out more, and by doing things that he likes and stuff like that, and hopefully first of all he wants to get into more content, and then it just shows his personal branding and storytelling and building his personal brand.
Dave, what are you up to?
Today I'm gonna help Deeps to respond to some Q&A on his Instagram. I think there's like more than 500 questions, but I think today we're just gonna reply 10. And this is Deeps' first time to reply to like Q&A and stuff. Yeah, to anything actually.
Reply to anything at this point.
It's also, everyone's saying that you're taking now, but I didn't know that.
I'm not taking. Who's saying that?
Yeah.
I'm confused as well.
Wait, is this for the vlog?
Yeah.
Oh, this is for the vlog. Yeah, I'm not taking.
Yeah. I'm really doing that. I think.
What answer is that? I'm confused.
I don't have
answer.
I don't have an answer.
Okay. Well, I'll let you guys finish that. Thank you.
Rolling chat. We're rolling chat. We're alive and back. How's my body? Should I be crossing my legs or spread?
To be honest, it's kind of cut like from there.
Oh, so it doesn't matter if I'm like restricting my lower arteries. And by arteries, we mean...
Zooming in right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
All right, vlog. In the middle of a negotiation here. I've got an offer on the table. There are a few other offers on. So just trying to liaise with the agent and try and get it across the line. So I'm just about to return her phone call. She's received our offer. So we'll see how we go.
We've just come to this property in Geraldton that's getting its building and pest inspections done at the moment. The building and pest is a pretty integral part of purchasing a property, because you got the licensed builder and licensed pest person to go through and look at the structural elements of the house, as well as anything internal, anything that might come up as a maintenance issue, and they put it all in a report for the buyer, and then we go through it with the client and identify any areas that need to maybe be rectified or repaired. And it gives us protection in the event that it could be something major, structural or active termites. It's an important part of the process because you have protection as a buyer if there's anything major that comes up structurally, or if there's any pests that are currently in the property, or maybe there used to be pests and there's old damage and they're not there anymore, and that could be a structural issue. So it's always essential to get the inspections done, and just gives the buyer a peace of mind. The house is sound. Doesn't matter if the property is new or it's old, and we work with the solicitors to put these requests through and make the process quite easy and straightforward for the buyer. So it's all done by the team.
What do you want from We have beef now, by the way.
I mean, you're the one that has beef now, actually. So...
I've only eaten chickens.
We're old, 10 years ago.
Shout out to Boo.
Exciting.
Is that the size of the book?
What is that?
Yeah, this is also the size of the book. That's all it is. It's pocket friendly. So you're basically walking around, and you're like, bam, how do I get filthy rich? Comes the #1 property book in 2025. I'll shave my head.
I'm worried about it.
Oh no!
That's happening.
I feel
Everyone.
like if I put up a poll, people would just do it for the lol.
I can see it already.
It's happening. You've said it. It's on film. It's happening.
Are you...
I don't know, we can delete that.
Are you going to remain
We'd run that past your partner
remain
first.
No, just shave it and then come back. But if it's
She might want to.
Skin fade like Jono.
Yeah.
No, just go buzz cut.
Okay, it's buzz cut.
Wait, what if you just leave the search property logo like engraved in hair?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, you do it. Do a video. No. For YouTube. Okay, can we? What is it's a bestseller against property, or just like in? How does that work with books?
No, it'd be like the #1 property book in
The number one
2025.
property book.
Yep. And then they have awards at the end of the year too. Book award apparently.
What's the #1 property book site?
Oh, you from
What's happened?
So we've just received a delivery from our lawyers that we use in WA.
Oh my god.
How good do they look?
Yum. That's
They
so
look
cute.
amazing. So thanks guys, thanks Marcus and the team for giving us yummy cupcakes. The AM team is gonna thoroughly enjoy these.
down. I'm very keen to eat those.
They look amazing. They almost look too good to eat.
Wait, that doesn't exist for me. Too
Oh, it
good to eat? You can eat the Merry Christmas part.
Yeah, it looks like it's edible. Cake in a box.
Colour's cute.
Cute.
What do you guys think? At least, what do you think? At least, what do you think about the cakes?
So we get cakes. We got cupcake.
How good do they look?
Oh, they're so cute. Who are they from?
They're from Marcus and the team at Cultural in WA for Christmas. They look lovely.
All right. Well, there's a good chance for us to have a chat, see how you guys are going with the role anyway. Now, we'll start with you, Ian. Obviously, you were in property management for a while before this.
Yeah.
How has this experience from property management carried over to the role that you're doing now?
Definitely carried over a lot in terms of understanding where tenants are coming from and what we're looking for that are going to benefit tenants. Because when you do pest and build reviews, you go through the reports, a lot of things you note in there are going to be major structural issues, or if there's water damage that's going to be really expensive to repair. You also need to think about things that are going to affect tenancies, so minor things like the door not locking or something like that. People look at that and go, oh, we can fix it later, but you can't fix it. So you can't have a tenant in there until it's fixed. So even just noting the little things that are going to affect tenancy, it's definitely very, very beneficial having the property management experience for that.
Yeah, I love that. And it's interesting because this was definitely not intentional with the way that we hired people. You had the sales background, you had the property management experience. I think it's just worked out beneficial because I think you guys are able to then draw off your experiences to go, oh, we can sort of help the rest of the team sort of understand it as well. They can go a step further. If we're finding that agents now pushing back as well, I imagine that you go, well, I already know these sales tactics.
Yeah.
But I guess the same question for yourself. You did the sales stuff in Townsville.
Yes.
How has that sort of carried over and how's that helped you in this role now?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think on a very similar note to Ian's as well, it's kind of understanding what conversations the sales agent's potentially having with their client as well. So for example, the building and pest instance as well. So if we receive a report and we've got XYZ items that we'd like to be looked at, we can have that conversation with the buyer confidently and say, look, this is what the seller is saying, because this is the kind of conversation dialogue they're having with the agent as well.
Even the other day when you got the thing for the smoke alarms, you're like, do you know what the legislation is for it for Queensland? That's something I worked in for years, that's something I oversaw for 2 years. So I definitely am able to help everyone understanding that a lot better as well, because the laws for having smoke alarms in Queensland is different to every other state. So even just having that background knowledge is so beneficial to our deals in Queensland as well.
I'm loving how you guys are starting to share best practice, you're sharing all that knowledge around, because what happens is, even from my perspective, I heard someone way smarter than me come up with this, but they were essentially if you have one person and another person, you don't actually have two people. It's not 1 + 1. It's actually 1 + 1 = 3, because there's knowledge that you'll have and then bounce back. And then if you have that across the team, which is 6 or 7 people, now what you're seeing is that team accelerate in terms of how much knowledge and information gaps are getting filled as well. So it's mad that you guys, obviously you applied for the roles and whatnot, but having that experience and diverse backgrounds has helped so much in leveling everyone up as well, which is unique to what we're doing.
And the really cool thing as well is that even though we are account managers and we have our own almost portfolio of clients that we manage, it's really holistic in terms of we all kind of sit together and we pick each other's brains, and it's a really collaborative environment, even though the role itself seems to be really individualized.
Yeah. So, I remember when we did the interview, I think it was in the room, that room over there. And I think one of the biggest things for you was, do you have a team who compete against each other versus you being in an environment where you work as a team?
Exactly.
Have you, I suppose you're still here, so you must like the fact that we're not competitive like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the sales side of real estate as well is very competitive in that sense. So like you could be in an office and everything on externally looks to be cohesive and collaborative. So it can be a bit of a shark tank in the sales side of things. Again, I guess that's just the nature of the role, but being here and being in this kind of environment is a far cry.
And I think on your front, I remember in your interview, you were like, I constantly have people abusing me. Do you have that at the moment?
I haven't been abused once, thankfully. I swear, I was telling you, I have like the luckiest portfolio. All of my clients have been so lovely. I've been so lucky with all of them. When Steph was looking after it while I was away, she was like, all of them are so nice. They just want to have a chat. And I was like, I know, I just love chatting to people. So when I get them, I'm like, hey, let's have a normal conversation and we'll talk business later. It's fine.
Nice. Everyone's got their unique style, even like in the consulting team, even in the sourcing team. Everyone's approaching it differently, and it's just been very interesting for me to sort of observe and see what works, what doesn't work, what I thought was going to work, and how it's different, because I'm like, oh, at least brought something else to the table and I didn't think of it that way, or Ian's done this, or someone from the consulting team's done it this way. So it's just been an interesting journey for myself as well. I didn't expect us to be doing the numbers we're doing, but everything's flowing nicely.
Even like when I started, like obviously what you were doing before was working on like looking at some of the numbers and working, like figuring out how you're working things out, and like looking at it from like a property management perspective, thinking that could be improved a little bit. So little bits and pieces as they come along, I'm like, I'm just doing the maths in the back of my head, just trying to see how we can make it a bit better.
I love that. Well, it's good that you guys are having a good time. Let's continue. Continue the good vibes. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
What are you saying?
I'm terrified.
Terrified?
Yeah, I think my body is quite sore at the moment, so we'll see how it goes.
Hey Sanj, how's it going?
Hey Joe, how's it going? Actually, I'm just getting a phone call. It's probably the KFC. Hello?
Ravi?
Yes.
Hi, good morning. This is from DoorDash.
You got the KFC order?
Yes.
Okay, so as you heard, we have KFC coming into the office because our team did really well last week in terms of lodgements. We've hit our all-time high. We've managed to lodge a lot of applications for our clients before the weekend. It was quite a mad rush, but we finally got there, and a lot of our clients are quite happy because that means Monday morning their application's essentially going to be picked up for review. So because of that, and because of how good the team has done, I thought it'd be good to reward them with KFC. I asked them what they wanted and they said KFC, so here we are. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. Bye. I'm really happy with the progress we've made. I think it helps having the right team involved. Everyone's sort of got their own skill sets and contributing, which is really helpful.
Yeah.
Lunch is here, so let's go have some food. Come along. Your wings are in here. That's yours.
Thank you.
And
well deserved, friends.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So we've got Ewan here. Ewan, you can explain your role in a second. I'll touch on it quickly. So Ewan was first brought in as a creative, well, actually that came after.
Yeah.
First brought in as a graphic designer. He's got an amazing skill set around a bit of development, automation, growth hacking, let's just call it. But he's come on board full-time now. Originally he was on a short-term contract, but full-time now as a creative strategist. We're bringing him into the strategy team because of the skill set that he's got, which is beyond just design. And he works with you, Joe, you and your team on some stuff also.
I started sort of just doing design, that's what my background is. And over the stuff I've been doing over the years, I've just gotten into marketing, I've gotten into sort of other projects. A lot of stuff I've been doing here is just, I guess, it's my side quest for some of the projects where you just need to kind of dig into it and do a bunch of different things. So a lot of web stuff, designing from the websites, like landing pages and everything.
And he's a killer when it comes to speed because, you know, where it would take a couple of days to do things before, might have Ravi come up with an idea. Or anyone in the team comes up with an idea, Harry as well, we'll just come over to Ewan and he's just executing at speed. Oh, we can show this, go up. We can show this thing here.
Oh yeah, here we go. Let's go to the actual one.
So we bought the domain name, Retire Filthy Rich.
For the book. This is getting ready to go now.
Like it's live, but it's still needing a bit of touch up.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's done by the time that this vlog goes up.
Yeah.
And what do they get if they download the ebook? It's the chapter, yeah?
It's a free chapter from the book.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
Yes, but would you be able to actually design this to make it look as nice as the landing page?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then everything is just on the side.
Oh, it's,
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
just
design.
order, so we can just put in the.
What is this in? Oh, it's in activation.
Yeah.
Could you send me the details for it? And I can...
Well, I'm still waiting the code from Morel to log in.
Okay. Right.
So I'll send it to you, but just ask them to give you the code to log in.
Yeah.
That's something you're happy to do?
Yeah, it's easy.
One image. Are you going? Can you just do no
We can
image?
do we could do something just with the book thing.
Yeah. Or maybe the one of him, like actually Ravi.
Like the author shot of him.
Yeah, do the author shot of him maybe.
We could just do like I don't know if I did it on here, but there was like a mock-up of open version of the
yeah.
free chapter.
Yeah,
we could
that'd
just
be
do
nice.
that.
Yeah,
Because
that's
what we
perfect.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Because it's going to be on the homepage of the
Sample.
I can't access DocuSign.
Yeah, sorry.
Can't find the exact
Right there.
No.
That looks good. Looks good.
That was a sample.
Are we allowed to show?
what it looks like.
To see what it looks like, but
What a
not
head.
to print it off.
We just did a dog print, eh?
But wait, I didn't expect it to be that small.
Yeah, no did I.
That's wild.
It's not like
It's a pocketbook. Look.
size.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's
guess
in my pocket.
if you're on the train and you can still be learning, I guess.
Yeah,
You just whip it out.
Probably going to be this size here.
The medium.
Yeah. Yeah, that one there. This is one of the many things we've been planning. Am I allowed to mention Netflix? No, I should buzz. We should blur that one out. But then we can go back to this content later when we do.
Someone should find ebook leads and moving them into a different pipeline to make sure that it doesn't overflow this new leads pipeline.
It's all about like OCD and that. It's just not a good site to have all these people.
Clogging up the pipeline.
That's right. Hey guys, hope you've enjoyed watching the vlog. I know there's a lot of things going on at the agency. All very exciting stuff. A lot more to come. I'm super excited for the book. Ravs has put in a lot of hours to putting that together. Just cannot wait for everyone to get a copy. Once again, guys, hope you've enjoyed watching our vlog behind the agency, and we'll catch you next week.
If this world were mine,